Did I ever tell you guys about the time I went to zoo in North Carolina?
No.
Oh yeah. So I'm driving to the beach, and there's a peeling sign that says zoo on it on the side of the road.
Just zoo?
Just zoo. That's it. It just says zoo, and the paint's peeling, and it's made of wood. No lights, no nothing.
Yeah.
And you drive a little further, and then there's a picture. There's a sign that says zoo, and it doesn't tell you where to go either.
Yeah.
There's a lion on this one. Yeah. I gotta go to zoo. And then there's a sign that says zoo with an arrow pointing straight ahead, and I'm like, yeah, we gotta go to zoo. Then there's a sign that says zoo, and there's an arrow pointing left, so we go that way, and there's a bunch of little signs in this sort of like neighborhood that says zoo this way, zoo that way, and we drove into this like circular driveway with a double wide trailer, and there's a sign that says honk for zoo.
He's running for U.S. Senate, and if you would.
So we honked for zoo. This enormous woman in a muumuu comes out and goes, "Y'all here for zoo?" And I was like, "Yeah, we here for zoo." And she goes, "It's $5 to see zoo." And I was like, "You got it." And we give her $5 each, and she opens up this wooden fence, and we walk back, and there's like tigers and lions and bears.
Oh my God! Where is this?
In
North Carolina?
Yeah, it's shut down now. I did a bunch of research on it. It was in Bolivia, North Carolina.
Bolivia. Oh, all right.
Of course.
So then she goes, "You want to see me feed the lion?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I do." And there was a fold-out table covered in expired bread products and Little Debbie snacks. It's the Faircloth Exotic Animal Zoo.
Wow.
And she like unwraps like a ho-ho and calls the lion over and like throws it into its mouth. And she's like, "Well, y'all have a good time," and closes the gate. And then we're just supposed to walk through, and there was like llamas and emus and one of those big birds, all caged. There was like a petting zoo area with like a little lamb that its eyeballs were all the wrong way. And it was like, essentially like,
That's
"Take me out of here."
Jesus Christ!
There was like a dried up lake bed with a Russian boar in it, RUSHIN. Like a Russian around boar, and a bunch of car parts.
Wow.
And you walk, and we walked through there's an RC.
It's like Bebop and Rocksteady. Bebop and Rocksteady from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Do they come from a zoo like that?
No, they like to be around car parts, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good point, Ben.
Thank you.
That is a good point.
We all know those boars love them tank tops, man.
Can't get enough of them.
Yeah, so we walked through for about a half an hour, and then we walked through this fence, and we were back at our car, and it said, "Thanks for coming to zoo."
That's cool, man.
It was crazy.
What are you discovering over there, Marcus? I'm discovering pictures of the Faircloth Zoo.
Oh, yeah.
Is that it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's the dumb fucking...
Like all these animals, like
There's a grizzly. The ladies.
cups against.
I know, they got
bars.
the worst life.
Oh, a skinny lion. I never want to see a skinny lion.
Oh, so I did research on it a couple weeks ago because I was going to do it on stage. And
Pigs.
There's pigs. Yep.
Yeah, those are
They
super
got a raccoon.
Feed the pigs to the lion.
There's a raccoon. A picture of a raccoon above a tiger.
Yeah.
Why are they even on the same page?
We got raccoons and tigers.
We got both kinds of animals.
Some zoos.
Well, it got shut down because the guy it was run by a married couple, and the guy like raped a bunch of people, or like was accused of doing like raping people that came to the zoo.
Well, then that story got different there because we were talking about animals, and then now the man raped a bunch of people.
They got divorced, and then they ran out of money, and it shut down in 2006, and in 2011 the lady is still holding on to the bear. Like, "Hey, does anybody want a A 600-pound bear? Because I can't seem to get this thing off my hands. And I made a mistake 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's like getting a private jet, you know? It's hard to get rid of that.
Maybe he's the guy who broke into Walmart and came all over that stuffed horse. Who knows? That is sad.
Yeah, it was sad and
story.
like I couldn't believe it was real. Being there, I was like, this can't be real.
That's so much fun. Now.
So what'd you do when you left? Did you guys report it or no?
I went back a second time.
Yeah, you got
with
to.
different people.
Got to.
Did she recognize you the second time?
Of course not. Why would she? She's drunk.
Yeah. There's probably a lot of visitors coming in and out of zoo every day.
You know it.
And so at no time did the article Z come into play when she was talking about zoo.
Never. And it never, I mean, online it's referred to as the Faircloth Exotic Animal Zoo.
Yeah.
But everywhere
they nailed it with the animals.
Zoo.
Yeah. And she said, are you here for zoo?
Y'all here for zoo. were her words exactly.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
What do you think about Racine? Would you go to zoo? Would you go off the road and?
Yeah, probably.
Why not?
I think you got to go to
somewhere to
zoo.
be.
I mean, I would assume that they would dress you up as an animal and then rape you and rape you and rape you, and then you'd be dead in 2 weeks. That's what I would think would happen if you see a sign that says zoo, like with
It's like a
an
house of
arrow.
thousands of corpses.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much like every horror movie possible. I feel like your story has a happy ending because you found a zoo.
Because normally you would get...
You know, like if you just see the word zoo and then an arrow, never follow it.
Like you walk
Never.
in and it's just a bunch of like people in
That's what I was
bear
thinking,
costumes, like with matted.
Yeah,
Right.
you see,
Fur.
or I was thinking you see the tiger, you see the bear, and then you get to the end, you're like, huh, what's this cage? And it's just a bunch of people in there. They're all
Right.
ball gagged and stuff. And then you turn around and
your
like
new
thunk,
home.
like get hit in the head with a hammer, and then you're now in zoo.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know?
That's the thing. Because it seems like a bunch of sort of like mentally inferior people.
I also read online that they opened before they were allowed to, and the problem wasn't that they had all these animals, which they clearly couldn't care for.
Right.
It was that their bathrooms weren't up to code. But
The whole place is a bathroom. It's a zoo.
they opened by just putting up these signs all over the highway.
Right.
Like they just went. They didn't. I guess, aren't you supposed to take out ad space?
That's what got people to the Corn Palace in South Dakota.
You know what? I think this is literally like the plot to a Goosebumps episode.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
This exact. There was something where there was like a zoo or something that was like mad vague, and then they eventually turned the people into animals or something like that.
Yeah,
They trapped them in
exactly.
the- You might have went into that. It might have been. You got lucky, man.
I love this idea.
$5 is a good deal though for that.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
I
a great
agree.
deal for zoo. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the last time I saw a raccoon. I'd pay $5 for that.
To see a raccoon?
Why not?
A lot of people pay
You get to
significantly
see it
more
in
not to see
captivity. You get to
raccoons.
see it suffering in captivity, and
Yeah.
you can get
Which
a
is
boner.
arguably better.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You don't want to see happy animals roaming.
Right.
Especially raccoons or possums. If I want to see a possum, I want to see it wrapped up in a net.
Yeah.
Screaming and fucking flailing its little stupid
I
arms.
fucking hate possums.
I know
man.
you do.
Marcus, what's going on?
Oh, I found a story from 2007 which said that 2 puppies had gone missing in this area, and a lot of animals were just kind of going missing.
Near zoo.
Yeah, near zoo, and many
Ooh.
suggested that the predator that was roaming around the area had escaped from Faircloth Zoo.
Wow.
Whoa! Very interesting. And that was the male rapist?
They said it was either a panther, a cougar, a larger than normal bobcat, a black bear, or even a wolf.
They
Very
had
cool.
no clue.
Yeah.
They had no fucking.
But they said that the zoo shut down in like around 2006. Does that sound about right? Yep. And they don't know what happened to a lot of the animals, so it might have just been turned loose out in North Carolina.
So there's a lion in North Carolina right now just running around.
Could be.